Yo, I've been sitting on this video for like a couple weeks because I didn't know if I wanted to do it or not. Because it's been a while since I've done a discussion video. But, anyways, man, y'all see what it is. Can a Pokemon trainer stop Omni-Man? Now, I had this conversation in real life with one of my homies, and I wrote some things down. I was like, you know what? I low key think that a Pokemon trainer could stop Omni-Man. And their position was they weren't so sure. So, in this video, I'm going to go through 6 Pokemon that I think a Pokemon trainer could use to take down Omni-Man. And y'all can go ahead and let me know in the comments if y'all think I'm tripping, I'm bugging out. Or let me say let me know if y'all agree with me. And or also in the comments, let me know 6 Pokemon that I didn't include that you think would be a better suit for the job. Because I would like to know people's suggestions. So let's get into it, man. So most of y'all know Omni, man. I've been a fan of the Invincible series for some years, and my favorite characters in the comics are Thrag and Battle Beast. I'm sure that's a lot of people's favorite characters. But anyway, y'all know Omni Man's powers, but for those of you that don't, I'll go over it, right? He's got accelerated healing, flight, inhuman longevity, nigh invulnerability, resistance to star level heat, and absolute zero, superhuman physiology, and a nice mustache. He effortlessly threw a baseball around the Earth, redirected an asteroid the size of Texas, participated in destroying the planet, flew from Earth to Thraxa in under a week, survived Mean Supreme, single-handedly ended Flaxen civilization, and defeated Invincible Alan the Alien Space Racer and the Guardians of the Globe. Right, where it says that he destroyed the planet. Yeah, that was the help of 2 other Viltrumites and a giant laser. And, that's a whole another thing for another time. But anyway, those are his feats, right? So he's got that super speed. He can speed blitz. He stopped an asteroid the size of Texas. He was able to withstand the pull of a black hole, even though the black hole still had the ability to end his life. He was able to destroy, was it Thraxen or Flaxen? He was able to destroy Flaxen society, flying through it. So then the question goes, do you guys think that a Pokemon trainer has the ability to beat Omni-Man? I'm going to tell you guys yes. And I'm going to give you 6 Pokemon that I think will win. And I think at the end of the video, I'll even give a suggestion on how I think the fight could go. But anyway. I also excluded legendary Pokemon, obviously, because Arceus is straight solos. Arceus, the creator of all things. Omni-Man's getting clapped. But let's get going. I also thought it was interesting that this totaled out to 7. Like, there were 7 people in Guardians of the Globe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then you got the 6 Pokemon, and then you got the trainer. So I thought that was cool. So we're going to go, now we're going to look at these Pokédex entries, and I'm going to show you the 6 Pokemon that I think will be able to get the job done and take down Omni-Man. So let's get to it. First off, I'm going to go with Gardevoir, right? I think Gardevoir is good because, like I told you guys earlier, Black Hole had the ability of taking Omni-Man's life. And let's look at this Pokédex entry. So, Gardevoir has the ability to read the future, right? So, she can see the future, right? So, you can see future events, meaning she'll be able to predict movements. But also, Gardevoir has psychokinetic power to distort the dimensions and create a small black hole, right? It tells you that in multiple entries. Psychic power to create a black hole, psychic power to create a black hole, predict the future, read the future, and she also does not feel the pull of gravity because it supports itself with psychic powers, right? Now, the reason that's important is because a black hole had the potential of ending Omni-Man's life. Like right here, it says this on this little Google search. Omni-Man seems to give up his power, allowing the gravitational force of the black hole to draw him in. He would have ended his life if it was not for the Thraxen ship being sucked into the black hole. Omni-Man chooses to save the Thraxens instead of letting himself perish at that moment. So that means a black hole has the capability of ending his life. So Gardevoir, that's why I got her on the list. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to one of my goats, one of my favorite Pokemon, T-Tar. Tyranitar, right? I think Tyranitar would be good for the job because y'all remember this kaiju. I don't remember what his name was, but this kaiju that Mark and Nolan fought, it was putting in that work. It was having him on the ropes in a few moments. And I think Tyranitar is definitely stronger than this kaiju, and I'll explain why. Let's go to this Pokédex entry. Let's go to Tyranitar. It says this in gold version. Its body can't be harmed by any sort of attack. So it's eager to make challenges against enemies. Right? Extremely strong, it can change the landscape. In just one of its mighty hands, it has the power to make the ground shake and mountains crumble, right? Which is stronger than this thing. Its body cannot be harmed by any sort of attack. Takes down a mountain to make its nest. The quakes caused when it walks make even the great mountains crumble and change the surrounding terrain. So I think T-Tar, put in some work on him too. And of course, in my view, we're jumping, bro. Ain't running no ones. All 6 Pokemon gonna be on his helmet. But anyway, so we got Gengar is my next pick. I chose Gengar as my next pick because Gengar has the ability to steal life force from people, steal life of its target, slips into the prey's shadow, and silently waits for its opportunity. Then we go to his Gigantamax form. So if we add his Gigantamax form, rumor has it that its gigantic mouth leads not into his body, but it's filled with cursed energy, and it's directly to the afterlife. So if you fly within his mouth, like Omni-Man would probably try to do, he would fly right into the afterlife, and then it would be GG's. Then we can go to his Mega Evolution form. His Mega Evolution has made it possible for Gengar to access another dimension. He can go through other dimensions. His entire body is brimming with strange power. It can pass through other dimensions. It can appear anywhere. It costs to stir one time when it's stuck just one leg out of a wall. And then, so I think Gengar's a good choice. And my next pick is Mr. Mime. I got Mr. Mime solely to really play defense. Because let's say he tries to speed blitz the trainer. That's where you got Mr. Mime step in, put his hands up, stop that little attack. Because we all know Mr. Mime's abilities. Emanations from its fingertips solidify the air into invisible walls that repel even harsh attacks. It shapes an invisible wall in midair by minutely vibrating its fingertips to stop the molecules in the air. It shapes an invisible wall in midair by minutely vibrating its fingertips to stop the molecules in the air. So yeah, man, Mr. Mime ain't really playing. He run into them walls just in case he tries to speed blitz the trainer. And then my next pick is Shadinja, right? Shadinja has the ability, once you look into its back, he just steals your soul, which is OP. And Omniman wouldn't see that coming. So let's go to here. Shadinja's hard body doesn't move, not even a twitch. In fact, its body appears to be merely a hollow shell. It is believed that this Pokemon will steal the spirit of anyone peering into its hollow body from its back. Right? So it tells you that multiple times. You peer into its back, he steals your soul. Right? Steal the spirit of anyone that peers into its hollow body from its back. Right? So yeah, he, on some Shang Tsung type stuff, man. Your soul is mine. So Shadinja, good pick. And I should also let you guys know that my last Pokemon pick is going to have a spoiler for those of you that haven't seen any of the spoilers for the comics. Even though I'm sure most of you guys have, because people have done a million lore videos at this point, I imagine. But Magcargo is my last Pokemon that I picked, and we're going to find out why. All right, so in multiple Pokédex entries, it says that Magcargo's body temperature can get to approximately 18,000 degrees Fahrenheit, right? And water is vaporized on contact, right? Magcargo's body temperature is approximately 18,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Water is vaporized on contact. If this Pokemon is caught in the rain, the raindrops instantly turn into stream, cloaking the area in thick fog. Now, the reason that is so crazy that his body temperature can get to 18,000 degrees Fahrenheit is because, for those of you that don't know, they say that the sun, the surface of the sun is about 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit. So that means that Magcargo's body temperature is 8,000 times, or not 8,000 times, is 8,000 more hotter than the sun itself, right? Now, spoiler alert, for those of you that don't know, here's the spoiler alert. The strongest Viltrumite in the show, Thrag, was ultimately finished off by the sun, right? Now, Magcargo is 8,000 hotter than that. So that would mean Magcargo is definitely taking the skin off, right? Magcargo is smoking Omni-Man, turning him into a pack. So that's why I think that a Pokemon trainer absolutely has the ability to defeat Omni-Man. Now I'm going to run through a little scenario just for fun on how I think it could go. And I also want to throw in a joke that one of my homies said that I thought was kind of funny, which was that Omni-Man would beat Tyranitar because Tyranitar is dark and rock, and Omni-Man is a fighting type. So he would just, he would be super effective. I thought that was funny. But also, here's how I think this could go, right? Like I said, we're not running the ones, we're jumping them. So, you got Gardevoir. she could, he could like blitz. Gardevoir can fly just like he can using her psychic powers. She can, if she can get the chance, she can put him in a black hole, right? But and people could say, well, he can just move out the way. He can be too fast. Well, that's where T-Tar comes in. T-Tar can be the distraction, ragdoll him around for a little bit. Gardevoir get in there, suck him into a black hole, game over. Another way I thought it could go, as like I said earlier, Gengar turns Dynamax form. He flies to the mouth, and he gets sent to the Shadow Realm. And my favorite one I have another one too. We have Gardevoir use her psychic powers to throw Macargo into Omni-Man and melt him. It could be like that because again, he's hotter than the sun, and this is what the sun did to Thrag. And then my favorite scenario is he tries to blitz the trainer. Mr. Mime puts up that barrier. He runs into the wall, smacks into the wall, and as he smacks into the wall, Shadinja is in front of the trainer, looking at the trainer. So Omni-Man peers and looks into the back of Shadinja, and then he loses his soul that way. So those are my little scenarios on how that could go. I think a Pokemon trainer absolutely does have the chance of beating Omni-Man. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if once again, like I said, let me know if I'm tripping. Let me know if I'm wrong. And also, what I really want to see is let me know some other Pokemon that you think would be better suited for the job. Let me know that in the comments, man. And this is one of my discussion videos. I haven't done one in years. Let me know what y'all think. Anyways, I'm out. Peace.